My name's Matt Lamoureux. I grew up in Cambridge, Massachusetts. I'm here now in Westmoreland, Jamaica. I'm on a beautiful piece of property where we house this natural mineral spring, which is known as Blue Hole.
I'm Waba, and I grew up in this community of Brighton and Little Bay. Matthew is an American who come on a vacation in Jamaica. I met him at the resort where I work, Coral Cove, and I took him on a hiking trip up into the mountains.
Waba introduced me to this hole, which is a beautiful gem. It's a treasure that people just aren't aware of because it's off the beaten path and there's no road here.
And I took him to the Blue Hole and show him what it's like. And he think that, wow, this is a nice place. Maybe we could do some things with it someday.
Waba is a very smart guy. Everybody in the community loves him. He's known as a reverend in a way. And he comes from a good family and works hard. He's got excellent values. And the only thing that he's missing is opportunity, in the sense that he's never had the resources financially to enjoy the byproducts of his effort. And what little bit I have been able to accumulate is going to be enough to get Waba into a position where he's going to be able to do that.
Following year, he came back to Jamaica on a vacation again and decided that we should really do something with that spring, develop it so that maybe it could help the community, we could give people jobs, and we could just make a difference.
We're sitting here alongside Blue Hole Mineral Spring by a few yards, and the property is thoroughly undeveloped at this point. We're just now starting out on this project, but soon this will be beautiful gardens. In a year, we'll see palm trees that are higher than our heads. We'll see gorgeous flowers. There'll be birds here that we'll be feeding that'll be just fantastic to look at and to observe. You'll have an opportunity to cast a rod and really relax at a beautiful area in which to fish. Beyond that, you're also gonna have the best night's rest here, because I'll tell you, there's nothing like waking up to the Jamaican sunrise and the Jamaican sea, and the Caribbean is just exquisite in terms of its natural beauty.
My name is George, Ceylon George Clayton, but most people know me as Georgie. It's like finding a treasure. When you see this big open spot, we take a good look and we peep in it, and we realize that was water inside of it.
People know it in Jamaica as the Blue Hole, but a lot of people never get in it, never tried it, never know what it's like.
It's absolutely wonderful, and there's nothing like the feeling of the water when you get in. It's reviving, it's invigorating, and it's just absolutely fantastic.
Well, the water from the mineral spring, it filters itself. It will never get dirty. The color will never change because the rocks that lie above the mineral springs are limestones, and limestones are packed with a mineral that filters the water. So it's a self-filtering system that stayed underground. So this water will never get dirty.
It is like having a bath from most wonderful mineral.
Depending on which side of the hole one jumps in from, you drop either 24 or 34 feet before you hit the water. So not everyone's going to want to do that, but because you can extract water from the hole and it won't run dry, we can pump so much mineral water out of this hole that we can fill these beautiful pools that we're going to have for you to bathe in if you choose not to jump in. I've traveled a lot. I've been throughout all of North America and Europe. I've traveled through several countries there. But it's the Jamaican culture that draws me in. It's the closeness and the feeling of community, which I've really never experienced until I got here. Although the Jamaicans may not have a whole lot of material items, a majority of them, they're wonderful people who are so God-loving and so happy to be alive and give thanks every day for what they've got. When you come here, you can sense it, and it's a feeling of warmth and togetherness, and it's what they call one love. And it's awesome. That's the only way to describe it.
You won't gonna hear no noise. You're gonna get away from everything. You're gonna get away from TV. You're gonna get away from the noise. You're just gonna hear a little bit of Jamaican music, real Jamaica culture. So you can just check it out.
All you need to do is to get here and enjoy yourself and we can do all the necessary things for you to make you happy.
You know, the truth is that I'm in way over my head. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, but it's not going to stop me. I've always been a risk taker, and I've always set my mind to accomplish something and then focused on how I was going to get there once I had made the commitment to do it. So that's what I'm doing here again. And I'll tell you, when I was here earlier this year, during one of my trips, we had the good fortune of purchasing from Georgie a 9-pound lobster which he caught. It was amazing, the largest lobster I've ever seen. And Waba and I shared that lobster together, and we formed the beginnings of our partnership. And you know, I look at that as our lucky lobster in a way, and it was on that day that I think I really made up my mind that this was something that I was going to commit to, and whether it was going to work out or not, you know, time would tell, but I was going to give it everything I have to try to make it a reality for Waba and for the beautiful people of the community here.